Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Danny's Toy Box. I'd like to start out this video for apologizing for my last video. I looked at that this morning and just shook my head. I'm like, you know what, that was crap. I was really tired. I was rushing it. So I ended up being on the phone pretty late with my brother and kept telling him I gotta get off the phone and do this video. I'm gonna be a zombie for it otherwise. And I made the video. I had like a couple minutes left to go, and I was showing the Crimson Guardsman vault scene. And I started getting a little tired, started getting a little stupid, and I don't know, screwed up what I was saying somehow. And to me, it just messed up the whole video. So I'm like, I'm just going to redo it. And what I did redo, I thought was crap. I rushed through everything and all that kind of stuff. And now I'm not going to go over all the topics I went over last night, but just some pertinent ones. I'll start out with this here. This is that Blade bike that I'm turning into a Cobra bike. Still got a ways to go on it. That's the top of it. And there's going to be some tweaks and some mistakes made that I got to fix. I'm sure you can see right there where I screwed up a little bit. And there's a little bit on here. I think there was, a couple globs there. I still got to get up there too. But yeah, so I'll be doing part of this. I actually used a paint marker, this set that my wife got, and they're metallic shine, and this is pretty much the cobalt blue I wanted to make it, and I went against doing the two-tone because just that this solid blue looks sweet. I still got to do the handlebars, and I have to do these. And then do a little retouching up on the red. Probably put a computer screen right here and a couple Cobra symbols on it, and it will be done. I figured I would give you guys an update as to what was going on with that. Now, I was given some tips last night on the sticky tack putty, on how to use it to your best advantage. Well, I could redo that again with Wolverine here. It's just basically got to get a piece that's about the right size for his foot. I'd say that's pretty good. And just kind of squish her up a little bit. Kind of elongate it to the length of the character's foot. Give it a good press into it, but not too hard. The reason is either it won't stick properly to the surface you're going to put it on, or when you pick it up, it'll stay stuck to the surface and won't come off of his foot. I know it's weird, but it's happened to me many, many times. Same thing with this one. And then same thing put on there. And see, now you can tell I put a little too much on. Voila. Because it's squirting out front right there. But that's no big deal. That's easily taken care of, concealed. Just, you can either fold it in like that, or just take the whole thing off and just redo it. Yeah, see, it'd be better if I took the whole thing off, because you can see there's just, above the camera, just a little bit right there. Oh yeah, and this is one of my Wolverines I did, the chrome effect for his claws. And I was talking last night also about the super action stuff and the different stuff you can get with them, different accessories and stuff. And I set up a couple little bits here just to show. Like, we got Deadpool, Grey Hulk, X-23. That's one of the little gunshot blasts that came with my set of gunshots and stuff from super action stuff. It's called, I think it's called a Firepower Pack. It's got a bunch of the different bullets I showed last night, like these little guys here. And one thing I didn't show last night is that, if you can see it there or not, this will actually fit onto a gun, the barrel of a gun, if the the size is compatible with it. The little ones like this and the big ones are as well. If I'm getting that too close. Okay, that one's clogged up with putty already. So I've used that not too long ago. But like as you can see on the Hulk here, this is before I got the cursed crate with the green blood. I saw this advertised on eBay and picked those up. They look like pretty good blood splotches of Hulk getting shot. Now, applying them is easy. Pop one off. It's just a matter of getting just a tiny, tiny little bit. I mean, tiny bit. That's actually a little too big, but it works for its purpose. Same thing. Flatten it on there, but don't squish it too much. And with these, if you ever get any of these, look at that. Be very careful applying it. Only hold it by this end tip and be careful with that, because they will snap off. Put it at your desired spot. Give it a firm press. And perfect. It's crooked from the way Deadpool's shooting. But, you get the point. Now with Deadpool, like with this one, these little ones are either flat or have a hole inside. And I'm not sure which this one is because all the putty there, but these ones are light enough to where they'll attach to guns and probably won't fall off. It's the same thing, just a little dab of putty on there, and you're good to go. And I've got one splash of green blood, X23, on his leg there. I don't know what I did with the slashes for my green blood. From last night to now, they have disappeared to somewhere other. Here's a neat little scene I cobbled together real quick. Snake Eyes fighting a couple of blue ninjas. And these are them sword swishes that come with the casket of cruelty. And you can see all the blood effects back there. I got my gunshot effects down here. Oh, I remember something I wanted to share with you. Now, case in point, my club that got bent. This works not only on stuff like this, but it'll work on figures' legs too. What you do is you get some kind of a solid stick. This is a paintbrush, so a lot of times I'll use a pencil, but for these purposes, this will do. Just get some masking tape, line it up as best you can so that the area that's bent is facing upwards. Now, I don't always get this right and sometimes have to go back and redo it, but hey. And then once you have it where you want it, you just keep turning. Whoop. You just keep turning and turning that tape so that all the areas that are bent are covered. Now, let's see, did this turn on me? No, it did not. So I think I'll cover up the spikes as well too. It might flatten that out a little bit. And it's just a matter of Taping this bugger up nice and tight. Like I said, this works on, like, especially female action figure legs, since they're smaller and more delicate plastic. Their legs bend all the time. Every time I get some new stuff out of the toy box to put up, I got at least 2 or 3 women with their legs bent. All right, there we go. Doesn't look too pretty, but once you've done this with either your weapon or your figure, what have you, set it aside somewhere and wait for about a week, week and a half. This is the slow way to do it. Yeah, I know there's, you can boil water, get it warm, and bend it back into place. Well, I'm not too keen on playing with boiled water or any kind of heating element either, so this is the best for something you want to slowly have it fixed, and don't care if it takes a little time, because I'm not going to be using this in anything. So this gets set aside. Put that over on the to-do table. And what else did I want to talk about? Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Need to borrow Mr. Logan. Here's another cool effect. Get his claw off. Another cool effect you can do. You know, it's just like making movies and stuff like that. You know, it's all about the visual and the misdirection, redirection, whatever you want to call it. Getting people to see and believe what you want them to see and what you want them to see. So, you know what? Hulk, come here. He was stuck good to that table. All right, we can take these off. And one more. All right, now this is going to go about right here. Excuse me, you two. You know what I could do too is, fortunately I don't have a way to take and just have claws sticking out, but this will be a cool effect regardless. And I'm doing this in like real time so that anybody out there that either goes and picks one of these up or already has one, you know, might be some good tips for you on how to set this stuff up. Me, I just figured it out as I went along. All right, this doesn't want to quite stay, so let's put you into a ball. That's better-ish. No, it's not. Doesn't want to stay. Oh, well, screw it. Especially a good one for Wolverine and the Hulk, given that their rivalry has spanned decades. But, you know, just something like this. There you go. The stump of the arm, or the stump of the wrist where the hand has been taken off is covered, and he's falling backwards with said blood. Let's reattach that a little bit better. Well, see, it, put a little light on the subject. See, now it looks like he just stabbed him in the lower abdomen, aiming for the crotch, and because of that, Hulk is about to smash on top of Logan. But yeah, there's a few tips for you for using the putty and using it for your effect, not only your effects, but to get your figures to stand up straighter, stand up better. That's like I said last night too. One enemy of this stuff is heat. Especially you get yourself a warm summer day and you got figures hanging up, sometimes the heat will make them fall. Like, perfect example, like I showed this with Deadpool last night too. You have him up on the shelf, focus, Logan, focus. Yeah, I'm up on the shelf. Here's the shelf. They lose balance, go over like this, and I've seen them where the feet were actually hanging off the shelf, and the putty is still attached from here in a line to the shelf itself. I've had them fall. Thankfully, I haven't had any of them break like that. But just something to keep mindful of. And it's just like with the sword swishes here. Now, these work best in the sword that came with the Casket of Cruelty because it's an actual thicker sword than these Blue Ninja swords. But as you can see, a little tiny bit of putty on the blade, and especially if you put it on the side that's not going to show. You know what I mean? And you can see snake eyes here. A little blood on the knife. Oh, hey, you know what? That's something cool I can show you real quick. Let me re-equip Snake Eyes here. Oh, this has got putty in his knife sheath. Alright, there's that. Remove that from there. Take the putty off the sword. Put the sword away. And sir, if you would be so kind as to draw your sidearm. Thank you very much. Now the reason I'm doing this is just to show you how cool these things look. Let's see which one has some putty in it. That one's got some putty in it. There you go. Bam. Coming right at you. See, these are pretty sweet. I love how it has the full effect. You know, you get the flash of the muzzle flash of the bullet coming out, then the smoke, and the actual bullet itself right at the end. These are pretty sweet. I really like these things, and they're really good for guns like this who have that stupid feature for the silencer. You guys should have just made blast ports for all your figures from the get-go. Oh, well, but I digress. So yeah, this isn't quite as long as the video I made last night. The first video, I should say, because that one was almost a half an hour. And the second one was just a little over 12 minutes because I was just, you know, kind of knuckleheadish. But I'm only about halfway through my tea right now. And by the time I made that first video, I was already completely done with it. While we're at it, I got asked by one of my viewers, oh, and speaking of this guy, he's new to the channel. His channel's called The Dave Cave. He's only got 4 or 5 videos up of the stuff that he did. But his stuff is, I mean, stellar. It blows the piddly shit that I put together away by far. And I'm not like talking down about myself, but that's how good I think this guy's work is. His channel is called The Dave Cave. Go check it out. All right. Just figured I'd give another shout out to this. Yeah, as you got to walk down my hallway. Yeah, I didn't think about push and pause. I was too into the conversation at the time. And yeah, Zaymot silver treatment is completely finished. So now Tomax has his brother back. I'm debating on whether... Oh no, I did do the briefcases and the gold, like the chrome pen. I'm debating on whether to do all this gold with that or not. I don't know. And from what my wife told me, she ordered me a bunch of gold bricks as well. So we will see. Well, that's all I got for tonight, guys. It's Sunday night, so back to work tomorrow, Monday morning. Hope You guys at least had somewhat of a relaxing weekend. Well, I will talk to you soon. Everybody take care, stay creative, and most importantly, stay kind to each other. And again, check out Dave's Cave. It's either Dave's Cave or the Dave Cave. Pretty sure it's Dave's Cave. But yeah, check him out. He's got some great stuff. All right, take it easy, guys. Talk to you next time.